Throw your motherfucking hands.
Get 'em high.
Welcome back to the 1 AM podcast. I'm Rashad Milligan here, joined by RB Mo and Jelani. Fellas, how are you doing today?
Doing good, man. You know, blessed and highly favored as usual. How you doing, Jelani?
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. No, I'm good, bro. I'm cooling. I figured we was gonna bring that up, so we might as well start early. But no, we ain't gotta get right into the Grammys though. But I'm good though. It's been, I'm gonna be real. This might be like this is a real winter right here. Like we ain't had a real winter. I can't even tell you the last time, bro. Like it's legitimately cold outside every single day for like the last 3 months. It feels like.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Mo, I'll let you go. You was about to respond to Jelani, my fault.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, like no cap. I'm ready for the 50, 60 degree winters, bro. Cause this 12 and 20 degree weather, bro. This is for the birds, man. I can't do it.
His shadow showed, so we got another 5-6 weeks.
Man, F that groundhog.
I was gonna say something disrespectful about the groundhog. Yeah, how did that even? I'm sure if I look it up, it's probably like some logical solution or whatever, or logical explanation. But I do wonder, like, how did that start? Like the whole Groundhog's Day thing.
I think it's honestly like just a science thing. Like you would think like the winter solstice and the sun, everything like that, and the Earth's positioning around the sun, and like okay, so like the depth of the shadow, or I don't. To be honest, I don't know how they got to like a dang scientific testing and they found out a groundhog was the best animal to try it out on. I don't know. People just be doing stuff. Like I remember when I found out about remember it was the last presidential administration, Biden and them, and they said, Biden said he might vote to end daylight savings time. I said, what you mean? Like he could do that? They said it was like, yeah. I said, so time is like made up. They was like, yeah, it's like a made up concept. I was like, what do you mean? Like time is a made up concept? Like my whole life just went. So yeah, when I seen that, I was like, okay, this groundhog thing could very well be like a made up concept, but it has to be based on science, right? Like,
Nah.
Oh, it's not. So it's just made up.
Yeah, Groundhog Day began as a Pennsylvania German tradition, blending ancient European weather lore regarding Candlemas and specifically the German badger or bear folklore, with local American fauna, notes of a lot of Punxsutawney, Groundhog Club. But yeah, so pretty much, yeah, some Germans in Pennsylvania would just like, let's go ahead and bring that tradition from back home over here, where we just start making some stuff up.
See, now I want to know how they even started that tradition back in Germany though. Like how did that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I've noticed too a lot about like a lot of stuff people did in history is like people just had time. Like people were just bored, they didn't have nothing to do, so they would just come up with, whatever. Like we're gonna monitor whether or not this groundhog comes out, and that's gonna be our marker for the winter. It's probably is some scientific reason behind it though.
Bro, I really don't think it is, bro.
It is.
I've been trying to hold back what I really want to say. This is just some white people stuff, but like.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait. Hold on. Let me catch up, Jelani, real quick. So Jelani, he had, what I'm saying, he was busy last night. We were supposed to record last night. Jelani got busy. So I wanted to really talk about the Grammys because I was doing Grammy stuff on my channel all night. So I said, Mo, can you hop on about 30 minutes? He said, I got you. So Mo come on, we talk about the Grammys, but of course I open up with the artist talking about ICE the whole night. and we talking about the state of America, and I say, and Mo was like, it's always been crazy, but it's even crazier now. And I kind of like tag along with what Mo said, and I said, yeah, they always been, unaliving folks, but now they unaliving white folks. But I didn't say it like that. So then after, of course, YouTube yellow marked it. so I don't get the full revenue of the video that I can get. So when Mo said he wanted to say what he really wanted to say, but he wasn't gonna say it, he was thinking about us getting yellow mic just laughing.
No.
Oh, so you can't. I'm not gonna say the race, but you can't say like a certain race of people on there.
No, you can't say on the live.
Oh, you can't say the K word.
Tight.
That's so That's so. I don't know. I feel like they just take it like a little too far with the whole like words. It's certain words I understand why you can't say them, like but it's like what if I'm doing like a documentary about what I'm saying, something where like a Civil War documentary, I'm gonna have to be like, they unalive the Germans or something like that. Like, I can't actually. I don't know, bro. It's they go a little bit too far with the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
If you upload it on YouTube, yeah, you're gonna have to say on the live, yeah. Hey, just hear what it is. On TikTok too. But like, oh wait, hold on. Before we go any further, man. Before we go any further, everybody say hey to Cole.
What's up, Cole?
What's good,
All right.
Cole?
Man, come on, man. It's a celebration. It's a celebration.
No, the views low key. Listen. We you know what I'm saying. Eventually we're gonna get there, bro. I'm looking at the latest videos, like 7
Good,
views.
Lane.
What's good, broski? 22 views on the one before then. Like we had like a good month where it was 0 to 1 view every video. So
12 on the one before that. Come on now.
That's
3 episodes
progress,
in a row,
bro.
or almost 3 episodes in a row, double digits.
Listen, when we had Streamer University next year, and we we had 10,000 subscribers. Remember these days.
I think I'll be talking about Kai and them too much for me to get in. So, like, I might have to get in by ourselves type deal.
No, you just got to delete the files.
It'd be like, yay, Kai. See, look at this video, dude. Okay, all right. So, do we want to go what we just talked about last night, Mo, or do we want to? Because I know what I want to talk about, but I think I'll let Jelani get off his Grammys takes. We could do that, and then we can get into what I want to get into.
My Grammys takes. This could be quick. We talked about this before. Like, very few people are actually stars nowadays, and I think like legitimate, real. When we are talking about like kind of famous on social media, we mean like they walk outside and the majority of the public know who they are, like that level of star. It's very few of those. I feel like it's always evidence, like I said, when these award shows come around more and more, that like we don't have that many stars now, because it didn't even feel like I had to be reminded by the timeline that Grammys was even on. It didn't even feel like something that was a major event this year. That's something that jumps out to me. The Grammys are always going to do the thing where, like, we got Kendrick up here. They're always going to do the thing where, they'll nominate the rapper for like 7 awards, and you might get a few of those. You'll get Best Rap Album. They're not gonna let a rapper get Best Album of the Year. It's just not. Like, the last one was Speaker Box The Love Below, and half of that was 100,000 Singing. And the one before that was Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Most of that is not even a rap album. Most of that is an R&B album. So I'm saying that to say, I don't know how many years into the Grammys, like 70, 80 years, they've never, hip-hop is 52 years old now, going on 53. And there's never been a straight-up rap album to win Album of the Year. And even with that, you still see these rappers go to the Grammys and tap dance and, cry when they don't win and complain. It's like, bro, they've never respected hip-hop. They're never going to respect hip-hop. So yeah, there's that. And then I don't want to complain too much. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't put, like, I used to take the Grammys very serious growing up. And then when you go look at the awards of like who actually won Album of the Year or Best New Artist and stuff like that in the past, and then you see how many times they got it wrong, it just makes it hard for you to take it seriously because they don't really know what they they kind of don't know what they're talking about. If you just judging off of the trajectory of, the past of who they've won. So, yeah, it's my Grammy takes. I'm not as invested in it as I used to be.
Okay, so how do you feel about him winning over Clips
for album of the year? I figured it was going to happen. I don't know. For me personally, I liked the Clips album more. It's crazy because that GNX, I think I would say it's a very good, like 7.5 or an 8 out of 10 for me. Like, and it's crazy because in Kendrick's catalog, it's probably towards the lower side, but for most people, if they put that album out, you'd be like, yo, that's an amazing album. But just for Kendrick, I felt like it was good. It was like a very good album, like I said, but it wasn't. I'm not shocked Kendrick won. Like he is at this point, like people saying on Twitter, he's kind of like a Grammys darling at this point. The way it used to be, Ye, like Ye used to get at least 3 or 4 awards like every year. It felt like. I'm not shocked though. Me personally, I like Clips album better, but I'm not shocked at all.
Facts. No, I feel that. And then, do you feel TV Off should have won Best Rap Song?
Let me look at. Hold on, I can pull it up real quick. Just the songs that was
TGIF, Glorilla.
Uh-huh.
That was the only that was the one where I was like, okay, I feel like that could have put it like off top.
Yeah. Hold on, I could actually pull it up. Best Rap Song. We're doing some real research on the podcast right now. I try to be like real quick and smooth about it. It was nothing smooth about it. All right, I'm seeing it now. Anxiety, Birds Don't Sing, Sticky, TGIF, TVR. Yeah, for me personally, I thought Birds Don't Sing would have won this actually, just because I feel like that's the type of song that like will get the awards. You know what I'm saying? My personal favorite out of these would be Sticky though. Like out of these nominated,
the best song on that album.
What do you think is the best song on that album?
Like him?
It's a great song. I like Sticky. I like Take Your Mask Off. It's a great song too.
I hope you find your way home.
Yeah, I think that's the Take Your Mask Off. Wait, is that the same?
No. I hope you find your way home is the one at the end. It's the outro.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, okay. I need to go back and revisit that. That album low key been out for like
2 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
and GNX.
What did you, Mo? Did you agree with TV Off on it?
Nah. I personally, I think, just because I feel like cultural impact, I think TGIF, I personally feel should have won. Because I'm like, every person that listens to rap knew TGIF. Every club, that was just kind of, I feel like one of the songs of the year. I feel like TV Off was a big song, of course, but I think it's just, as I was telling Rashad yesterday, I feel mainly because of the mustard, like mustard. But the actual song, I think, if we're just talking about like at that point, I feel like we're giving an award to mean moments, as opposed to TGIF is just the entire song. People who like that song, they like that song from top to bottom, So, and honestly, but I could also saw Anxiety winning over TV Off too, because Anxiety was just a big song. Just like I wasn't a big fan of the song, but I could just see that. But I just said with TV Off, I felt like it was just because it was Kendrick. Because if I'm like, that song was solid, it was a good song, but that wasn't going super crazy like that, Not in my opinion. I think Luther and 30 for 30 went way crazier than TV Off did,
Yeah, you're absolutely right about the meme point. Like I definitely feel like the mustard thing and the song is cool, but that's the main part that people remember.
Exactly, So, but hey, okay. But
Freak man, yeah, that's me.
right. But man, as I said, Rashad had an interesting take about the rap melody song.
Yeah, best rap melodic. Let me search it right here real quick. Luther won, but I thought that hold on, where is it?
Luther's low key R&B song more than it is like I don't even think it's even like rap for real.
I thought somebody who's like the who love me, the Party and Drake song. I thought that should have won.
I don't think they'll ever give Drake another Grammy, or
After,
at least
after
until
him saying that the Grammys don't matter.
that and the whole UMG thing. Like,
Yeah, I think it's a mix because he's been saying the Grammys is like, man, bump the Grammys. I use the Grammys as a doorstep, and he used it as a for a bathroom or something like that, and he's posted pictures with it and stuff. So, but they done blackballed them boy from Canada, man. Because you see, The Weeknd ain't got no nominations either.
did he put out music last year?
Yeah, he put out what was that album called? I can't even remember. The one with you remember he just got off a tour with Cardi.
Oh yeah. But did that come out? I think it might have been. I don't know what year.
Nah, that was last year.
It was last year.
I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all probably don't, but because this is just a very specific moment at the BET Awards last year. I don't know if it wasn't Kevin Hart. It was like the president of BET. The president of BET comes on stage and he gives his speech and he like apologizes to The Weeknd for like never acknowledging him and his accomplishments. And he's like, we just want to honor The Weeknd and say thank you. And then like he let him perform.
Oh, that's random. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch the BET Awards, so
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, see, we can complain about, hey, what Kendrick say 10 years ago? And Cole said it. We can complain about the Grammys, but if we don't watch the BET Awards, what does it matter?
Right. Nah, that's a fact.
That's still like the one day a year where I watch BET at this point. Is when the BET Awards. Just because I feel like in recent years, I feel like they've went back to taking it seriously. It was a while. It was about a good 10 years where it was dirt. The BET Awards was
but then like you say, once cable started going down, they was like, oh, we got to tighten up.
Yeah,
and then they lost the Hip Hop Awards. Oh man, it was over with. Once they lost it, they was like, all right, hey, it's time to. They said they went into that little purse, that pocket, said Kevin Hart. I said, y'all got Kevin Hart money again? They used to back in the day, but they got Kevin Hart money again. Had Kai Cenat, Drewski out there. Kai ain't showing up. Kai definitely retired, bro. They got Super Bowl week going on right now in the Bay. All the events that Kai Cenat go to, he ain't going to none of them. A&P hosting the club hosting in the Bay on Friday night. Kai is not on the flyer. I said, oh yeah, this man done retired.
I mean, he probably just trying to stay out the spotlight for real, man. They got too much going on around his name.
Yeah, they do. He do got a lot going on. I actually like his rebrand though. I've seen people hating on him or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know how. I'm not gonna speculate on how like authentic it is or whatever, but like, I like the idea of. I don't know. I saw people making a joke, and I definitely get it. When it's making a joke, where it's like, yo, when you find out your girl is going, you just start doing stuff. I get it. I've been there. I've definitely been there where you lose the lady that you like, and next thing you know, you're reading books and meditating and things like that. But I do think like I just think it's a good example for the kids as far as like just showing them that you don't have to be boxed in. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been doing the streaming thing forever. If you want to wake up one day and be a clothing designer and you got the resources at 25, I mean, like why not? He ain't hurting me.
No, facts. I think the thing with the thing with Kai that a lot of people feel is so performative is because he is being a little extra about it. I appreciate the journey of it all and the overall message of it, to read more, to like work more on your health and things of that nature. But, it's like you reading the book with the timer, that's when I was just like, bro. And when, even with the
Hey man, we trying to get to Streamer University. Shout out to Kai. Hey man, keep doing your thing, young king. Hey, keep striving, brother. Positivity.
facts.
You know what
Hey,
I mean?
as soon as I get off, I'm finna read my book with a timer, bro. How long was it? 5 minutes?
15 minutes. 15 minutes, bro. 15 minutes.
How's this brand pronounced? Is it Vive?
I don't know. Because I want to be saying Vivette, but
Yeah.
like but I mean to Jelani's point, Foles man hating on everything with this man. Like Kai ain't perfect by no means necessary. No human is, but they be reaching with this man. Look at this. I'm pretty sure he broke his phone on purpose for the aesthetic. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Like he just threw his phone across the room for the vibes.
to look like on his little vlogs and stuff like that of him making the clothes and working late at night. It's on like a webcam, and they like a multi-millionaire on a webcam to make it look like he broke. I was like, bro, like chill on Kai, bro. What if he ain't have no cameraman and he ain't feel like setting up his own camera right there on the tripod right in front of him to shoot every shot? And his phone is right here. It's very easy to go on selfie mode, put your phone like this, and start recording, bro. Like, leave Kai alone, bro. Let that man do his push-ups and read his books in peace.
No, in fact, that clip of him in France, and he was sitting there dancing with that crowd, and I was like, that actually brought genuine happiness to me, bro. Because I'm like, with all the BS going on, bro, my boy out there just looking happy, because it's just so crazy to me that all this stuff that's going on is everybody just capitalizing on his name right now, and that's the part I really don't like. It's just like Gigi, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but I just felt like, man, if I'd just be like, bruh, like, can y'all just not, yeah, can y'all just not? Like, I'm just out here living. I really don't care what y'all do. I'm just out here vibing, It's just, can you just not? That's how I would feel. But hey, shout out to all of them, man. Everybody getting their little everybody getting monetized, everybody getting their checks, so I ain't mad at it.
We need some white individual memes like Karen. My guy, black people, they just, we just I mean, as far as like we talk about Twitter, like low key, like most of the funny stuff on Twitter comes from Black Twitter. Like, I said they at first because I meant like the Caucasians that I was trying to word myself like they take stuff from the blacks, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I like dark skinned girls, mostly Hispanic black girls, no snow bunnies.
Yo, Jelani, you gotta start reading the comments.
Well, listen, it's my natural instinct. You know what it is too. Like we usually address them, so I gotta start picking and choosing.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's how people be putting like the like the bend over and all that and stuff like that, and you be reading it. How they get DJ all the time on Club 520. Shout out 520. Hey, Casanat. You know what I mean? Hey, abracadabra, bro. It's Black History Month. You can only get so far with the disrespect in the comments, bro. According to so y'all just talking about whatever y'all want to talk about now. All right. Let's get the pod back on track, man. Let's get the pod.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, I was looking at the comment section a little bit too much. My bad for the listener.
No, y'all good. It's what I wanted to talk about, man. And all right, here comes the thing, because I'm already knowing how it's going, bro. Mo, did you listen to the verses yet?
Nah, I haven't got a chance to.
Jelani, did you see the verses yet?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. This is how petty I am and how bad my attention span is. Mike Will Made It came out with his first song, B.O.B. We Still in This. Like that was like the intro song, and I just wasn't feeling the vibe. I wasn't feeling like that was. It's not a bad song. I just didn't feel like that should have been like the first thing he came out to. So I ended up just setting my phone down, and then I never got back to it.
All right. Well, I will go anyway. Lamesha Q, Lamesha, he was actually like, "Yo, I hope you talk about this on stream at some point." I said, "Okay, I'll talk about it on 1 a.m. Everything like that. It'd be perfect." Lamesha not even in the chat no more. But in the meantime, I guess I'll just start it and kind of go from there. Because he said something last night. Remember Mo too?
Mhm.
He said that Mike Will was depending on nostalgia, and he here. Okay, he here. All right. So, man, it's how I felt about the battle. Mike Will dog walk Hit Boy, like it wasn't even close, and it was only because like I think Mike Will would have won regardless, but it would have been closer if Hit Boy was more prepared. Like what you got to learn from Dipset and Locks, I feel like that's the ultimate versus for anybody going into a battle. It's not about the biggest hits, and it's not about the proximity of the hits or anything like that. It versus the battle is about reading the room, the atmosphere, the preparation, and the performance. That's what Mike Will had. You know, Hit Boy, he got hits from before Mike Will. He got hits after Mike Will's run. That's an easy win. I mean, at least a easy. You know what I'm saying? You could just play the biggest records, this and da 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 da. But you can't be playing. Okay, all right. Yes, your Grammy joints with Nas. Your joints with Nas won the Grammys, everything like that. When Mike Will playing nothing but club bangers and the whole room dancing and stuff like that all night, and he go back to you can't be playing that Nas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out your Delta. She going another. No, you can't. It just don't go like that. And shout out to them albums. Some albums is great, but it's just that's not the right response for it. So go ahead, Jelani. I'll let you go right now.
Oh no, you good. I ain't been interrupting.
No, you good. So that was one of the first things. The second thing was how he was playing the songs. Mike Will came out he said, "Hey, we on the West Coast, right?" And I forgot what he played first. I think it was DNA. So he come out with DNA, right? He said, "We on the West Coast, right?" He played DNA. Hit Boy come back and he played like another Kendrick song that was like cool, but it wasn't no DNA. And then after that, in the same round, he went back to back Kendrick. He played Backseat Freestyle after that. That was the one he should have opened up with. He should have went with Mike Will, DNA. You should have went straight to Backseat. Not the middle little Kendrick joint that you performed that was like okay, but it wasn't up there with DNA. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Then he goes with Rocky. He plays the new Rocky joint first, the one with Brent Faiyaz. I wish that I can have a line. I wish that I can have a line. I'm like, bruh, this song came out 2 weeks ago. I like it because I've been playing the Rocky album over and over. Most of the people in this room that ain't heard the album as much as me don't know this song right now. Why are you playing that in a verses right now when Mike Will playing nothing but club banger, club banger, club banger, club banger? So he played that first, and then he say, "Wait, me and Rocky got classics," and then he played Goldie. I said, "Bruh, you open up with Goldie as a response to him," and then he played One Train after that. He said, "Real hip hop." He played this all in one round. Hit Boy, what are you doing? You are unloading the clip in one round, dog. And you lost the round anyway because the one that you initially responded to with them wasn't it. And it was like, bro, like it was just stuff like that. And that's what really lost him that match right there.
I'm about to pull up Hit Boy discography though, because I feel like Hit Boy got a lot of sneaky hits that like if he had his like you was talking about before, like with the Locks versus Dipset one, it ain't even so much about like what hits you have. It's definitely more so about like when you play the songs and the timing and which specific songs that because certain songs they'll ring off, but they're not necessarily like One Train wasn't a hit per se, but I can see that ringing off. Like in a room, or if it's people that know the. I saw people complaining about the crowd too. So like that might have been an issue.
See, that's the thing. That's on Timbo and Swiss. They held this on Grammy weekend in LA. What's that gonna bring? A bunch of industry people.
Right.
Industry people, they bougie. Is executives, is publicists. It might be some media in there. It's bougie people that don't want to, you know what I'm saying, get caught too much in front of the people that they work with because it's a small industry looking crazy. So I mean, it just is what it is. But yeah, Hit Boy, he didn't play Grinding My Whole Life. I had a problem with that. I thought he was gonna close with Grinding My Whole Life. He closed with Pairs, which is fine. But the song before that and the last couple songs, it was just like it just wasn't enough, bro. It just wasn't enough, dog. He did play Drop the World at the end. It was just
I didn't even know he produced that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know he produced the Paris joint. I said,
Drop the World. That's crazy. Oh no, I knew he did in Paris.
Mo, you on mute.
You didn't know he made Paris, bro?
No, bro.
That's like his main.
Bro, that's like
I know Trophies and Grinding My Whole Life is like his first like couple Hit Boy joints I know.
Bro, I think he talks about making Paris on Grinding My Whole Life.
Oh dang, I didn't even know.
Because he talks about getting a Grammy. That's the song he got a Grammy with.
Well, I know on the joint that I really like in the middle where it started getting kind of bland for him. Like I was joking with Tally, CEO Tally, shout out CEO Tally beforehand. I said he should rap. He said, and Tally was like, if he rap, he definitely losing. And I was like, he should have did the joint he got with Alchemist, where he rapping over the Alchemist beat and Alchemist rapping over his beat, and he should have brought out Al, and they should have did that, and that would have did well in the middle of it because he really talking his talk. But anyways, like in that song, he says, "I'm the best student Kanye ever had." When you do it like, so you know what I mean? Like I know about some of the other Kanye joints, but I didn't know he made the Kanye joint, which is just crazy. Like,
wait, hold on. Did he do Cold or I Wish You Would? Or did he? I still call it.
He did Cold. He did Cold.
Okay, all right. That was.
He did One Train. Did he do I Wish You Would? He might have. He did Click. He brought out Big Sean.
He had to do Click. Okay.
Yeah, he did. Remember Backseat Free. I didn't know he did Scream and Shout. Bro, I would have played Scream and Shout.
I want to scream and shout.
And
bro,
I
haven't thought about that song.
No. He would have did that if Mike Will played Miley Cyrus. Mike Will didn't play Miley Cyrus.
I was wondering if Mike Will was going to play Miley Cyrus. Okay.
He didn't. It was like, remember when Nelly, he didn't play none of his country joints when they did the verses? It was kind of like that. It was like, hey,
it was only just a dream.
Yeah.
He did Trophies?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you might say yeah.
But he did Sicko Mode, right? Here was another issue. He played Sicko Mode, but he cut it off before Drake's Cut the Light. And then you know, I'm watching it from a dude, you know, restreaming it or whatever, because I'm watching the replay, and he was like, "Oh, bro, don't cut it short because of politics, because you with Dot. Play Drake part. That's the reason everybody gonna go if you play the full song." And I was like, "Bro, he ain't lying." Because at that point, he was fighting from behind. Mike Will done nothing but hits. In the middle, he said, "I brought these two boys." I said, "Y'all boy be the biggest rap group in the world." They come out like Beatles in the CDs. I said, "Oh my goodness, this is crazy." and then Hit, hey, look, Hit playing the records. Ain't nobody in the room bobbing their head except for Hit. And then you know, I look at Mike Will on the corner. He doing like this. He got the money phone. I said, "Uh-oh." And you know, he said, "Hey man." No, Hit played, I think, Nipsey, bro. And he said, "Rest in peace, Nipsey, man." You know what I'm saying? But we want to pour one out for all the homies too. And then he played Rihanna Pour It Up. And then when he had that money phone, he said, that was after Hit Boy played Click, right? And he brought out Big Sean. He said, "Oh, you brought out Big Sean? That's my dog." And then he said, "Shout out Mike Will, boy." And then he said, "But I brought out some people too. Bands that make good dance." And Juicy J came out and they made him in. I said, "It's over. He dancing on his grave now at this point." It was disrespectful. It was just disrespectful.
He definitely got Hit Boy got enough. He got enough heat in his catalog where he could have made something work. I'm looking at his like racks. No, he got enough. He could have made something more. Like
He played racks in the middle.
Yeah. He probably didn't play that second half of Sicko Moto, like not even with Drake, just because Take Keith technically did that beat, like the one that Drake
I would have
repped.
played it anyway.
Say it again.
I would have played the whole song anyway.
But then it's gonna be the loud Take Keith, like you know what I'm saying, right before Drake starts rapping. It's gonna be kind of crazy, like bro, this is not you right here. Nah, but I actually had I never thought about. Oh, I hadn't thought about this till now. I definitely had a Hit Boy rap mixtape on my phone at one point in high school. This was like 22. This is when he because he had a song that was getting played on. It got played on MTV a little bit. It's called like Jay-Z interview or something like that. I remember they used to play the video a little bit on. But this is when it's like around the time when Watch the Throne came out and he was kind of being touted as like Ye's next protege or whatever. So I was kind of at that point I was at my peak of being a Ye fan, so I was fully brought in. You're fully bought in. So
Shalani, you made the video?
I did make the video, as you see by the quality right here.
I about to say, I ain't never heard of this song until you brought it up. I see a little plug.
No, it's me. Shameless plug. I was doing this, back in. It says, "Oh, my name is right here." I ain't even noticed that.
Look at Mike Dean, man. Back when they was cool.
That's the name of the. Yeah. I definitely had this on my phone back in like 2012.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. He said he loved this song. Lame Shah, a fan of you.
Salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's another song when I rocked with too. I forget the name of it, but I might go back and revisit that tape.
Jelani, you listened to the A$AP Rocky album yet?
I got like 5 songs in. And I didn't finish it. I didn't think it was whack. Don't get me wrong. I didn't. But I haven't listened to it front to back. That's one I'm definitely gonna listen to just because that is like, I would say out of the blog era, that's probably he's probably like top 5 for me out of the blog era, like favorite rappers from that time. So yeah, eventually I'll probably sit down and listen to it. And then again, I've been saying that about a bunch of different albums. So
What's up?
This man made whole crew.
I know. I was just about to be like, "Hey, that boy made that free. He was on that free
crack."
Man.
I didn't know.
Why you tweaking? I ain't gonna lie. Whole crew might be one of the hardest beats I heard in my life. I'm not gonna lie. The first time Mo played it, I thought I was selling drugs on the corner in Chicago. I thought I was out there with Little Bibby myself.
I remember Mo used to play that free crack tape a lot back then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember that.
See, the kids these days, they don't even know that Little Bibby rap. They just know him as Juice WRLD Manager. No, Little Bibby was really like that.
Facts. He was really one of the first to really. I think when he first came out, he was bigger than G Herbo.
I was just about to say that.
Yep. Like he was up there. Like he wasn't the biggest Chief Keef, but he was like right below. It was like Keef and then him for when that free crack came out.
Yeah, Keith was like on his own level, but like as far as just the popularity, but yeah, that next level, like Reese, Bibby, like that, yeah, they were all like on the same level. He definitely was more popular than, I'm not gonna say he was. Dirk was weird because Dirk had songs that was hits, like This Ain't What You Want was a hit song, but he wasn't that popular. I don't know, he was popular, but it was nowhere near what eventually ended up becoming like 2018, 2019, around that time.
The thing about Bibby that was different than everybody else in the drill movement in Chicago at the time, like this is gonna sound crazy too. This is gonna sound crazy. Just a disclaimer. And shouts out to everybody. Shouts out G Herbo, friend of the channel. But Bibby, like, okay, how I say it. Bibby was rapping. Like respectfully. Because Swerve be rapping too. Dirk be rapping too. Swerve's rapping, we all can agree. His flow is a bit different. It ain't always the, kind of traditional downbeat. Sometimes it can kind of be the upbeat. Sometimes it could be, what the heck is you doing on the beat? You know what I mean? Pause. But like Bibby was in pocket. Bibby was like a traditional rapper, bro. we're like, but we're just like kind of the edge of a drill trap rapper and stuff like that. And that's what made me connect to him so much and draw to him so much is because he was actually rapping while he was making kind of like the turn up cool music, whatever, woo the woo. So I'll ride with Bibby for that, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, I feel like well, he was a little Herb back then, but yeah, I feel like that's what made him and Herb, or I'm gonna just say Herb, but we know what I'm talking about though. Him and Herb, I definitely think that's what made them kind of jump out immediately back then. Because I mean, Chief Keef's one of my favorite rappers ever, but I wasn't listening to Chief Keef for the lyrics. Like it was the vibe. It was the he wrote, even though he's a good songwriter. Don't get me wrong, he can rap, but like I wasn't listening to him for like a lyrical breakdown or nothing like that. But yeah, Bibby was like a legitimately good rapper.
Nah, facts.
And I got to tell my Bibby story too, but before we move on, I met Bibby. He was at the Hawks game, bro, and it was against the Bulls, and so like I'm dressed up and I was in the 6-man section at the time. I think I was with Tally actually, and I was in my AC Law jersey. If you know, you know, and I
AC
seen
Law
Bibby.
is crazy.
Yeah, hey, come on, man, hey, the Red, come on, man, they don't know nothing about that, but I seen him. I climbed over the little seats and I dapped him up. I said, "Hey, yo, Bibby." He said, "What's up?" He dapped me up. I said, "Hey, can I get a picture, bro?" He said, "Not this second." And then he just turned back around, and I never got the picture. And then they left the game early, and we was like, ole, 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 at the timeout, and they were leaving. And I looked at them and I pointed to them. And I was like, "Hey," and then his manager just looked at me. He was just like. And they left, and like that was the only time I seen Lil Bibby and stuff like that. But shout out Bibby though. Anyway, you Muslim, African Muslim. What is you talking about? What is you talking about, man? Look. This rage bait that y'all be doing in the comments, bro. I'm not gonna let it. Is Black History Month. I love you, my brother. Dang, you almost got me though. Not to mention
you just told me to stop reading the comments.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, the rage bait gets you sometimes, bro. If you
that's a fact.
Like
he said not to mention his golden voice. No, the voice was definitely what. The voice definitely was. Yeah, he could have. If he kept rapping, he definitely would have. I think eventually been a star. But he made the right decision. Like I don't think he checks his bank account and regrets retiring.
He probably didn't like fame.
Yeah, that makes sense. He definitely seemed like more of a low key person around that time.
Yeah. Chief Keef was out there with Mike Will the whole night, and but yeah. Lame shit. He was pretty much like he was saying here a little bit. He was saying Mike Will was using when he was like he did about 3 times. He said, "They said it's 2016 again," and then he played like a song from back then. And a bit nostalgia baiting, but I mean, when you play 20 bangers in a row, bro, like what can you do, bro? Like when your third song is feature Ish, like come on, bro, like
that was the third song he played. Yo, that's crazy.
That was like the third song he played, and he ain't stopped. And then at the end, he played King's Dead. He said, "This the West Coast, right? I didn't realize he had so many dang songs with Kendrick."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. He was going crazy.
I think I mentioned this on the pod before. Ish was this song to Rich Homie.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
I feel bad singing that song now. Hey, rest in peace, Rich Homie. But I remember they had beef because people were saying when Rich Homie came out that he was sounding like Future.
I remember that. That was a thing. That definitely was a thing.
Yeah, because Rich Homie because he got locked up, and while he was locked up, Future started like popping off, and then he was like pretty much like, "Bro, you ran off with my sound." And then Future was just like talking about you, pop it.
No, I love that song, but I love Rich Homie. What the heck?
Nah, fact.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard that song. It was at like the very first college party I ever went to, and I was a Future fan, but I think that song like just came out like that summer or something like that. And I heard that, I was like, bro, I wasn't even focused on the party at that point. I was like, bro, what song is this? Like this, that, bro. And then the remix with Drake was on there.
Yes, bro.
Drake,
That was Drake's first response to Kendrick.
That was Drake. Yeah, that was. Well, yeah. He threw like a little shot at him on
because it was the joints in the interviews, and then it was the Ish remix.
he threw a little shot at him on what's the song when nothing was the same? With Birdman. I think it's The Language.
What did he say on there?
He's like, I don't know why you've been lying, but I almost said the word, your issue is not that inspiring. Because there, you remember what's his name? He used to do the show with Max Kellerman, Marcellus Wiley.
Yeah.
Yes, he used to have Sports Nation or whatever. You know, Drigga did an interview with Sports Nation or whatever, and they had to scrap it because he was talking about Kendrick in the interview.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's like all around.
Marcellus Wiley talk about it on the thing.
yeah. But that I do think I was going to ask y'all, did y'all have like you brought up 2016? Did y'all have a good year in 2016?
Yeah.
I feel like I was the only person on earth that did not have a good. I did not have a good year. The first time I ever got fired was 2016.
Damn. No. 2016 for me, it was like a kind of like a bounce back because I got broke a note with 2014, everything like that. So that spilled into like kind of 2015. 2015 was kind of like a rehabilitation, and then 2016 was almost like I'm back outside for real. And then it was like, I don't know, I associate time a lot with music. And so at that time, it was like the SoundCloud thing was booming. Like the Larrys was getting bigger, I felt like I was kind of in the mix a little bit and stuff like that, music wise. So I don't know. Yeah, it was like an inspiring time of like, we all trying to make it, and people is coming up, and people are, kind of making it at their own levels and their own pace and stuff like that. So I don't know. I felt like I was really growing into my own in 2016. So yeah, I say it was a good year.
Yeah, it was that was because the end of 2015 is when I had my knee surgery. So I was on bed rest for 2 months, and then around like end of February, I started like making my way back outside. And then March, I started working again. And then from there, then it was just kind of, because then we went to Nashville in March. So that was lit. Then we went, then my birthday was that next month. And I remember that was the first time I went to Magic. And it was everything I ever dreamed it would be. And then just the music, the sound, like, I was working at the Gardens at the time, and it was just a fun time, bro. Like, definitely, bro. Rashad, it's funny. Me and Rashad were talking about different girls that worked at the Garden, and it was, back the girls that worked there when he was there. It was some cute girls. A lot of them were a little bit older and whatnot. But, bro, there was this one period, because, I worked there on and off, like, over, like, a 5-year span. So I saw so many different variations. There was this one summer, bro, where it was some baddies there, bro. Like legit Rashad, better than every girl that we worked with that first year. Like, it was like 3 of them. And like one of them, me and my boy E was doing a 2-man with that. Like, we had got, it was like we were cool. And then there was this other girl, bro, and it was just like motion was happening. And then that's when I met my ex too, because she was working at the Gardens. So that's how
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I knew y'all was working together, but I didn't know y'all was working at the Gardens.
Yeah, she had just moved from Memphis.
Dang, the Gardens had it, won't it?
Bruh, yeah. So it was just, and then that year, bro, it was just, I had a good year that year. Cause then Drake dropped I'll never forget when Drake dropped Views, but then the moment that really stood out was when Kanye dropped The Life of Pablo. And I remember driving to work that day, bro. I was just like, man, we on an ultra light beam. We on an ultra light, bro. I was like, bro, he done took me to church. But yeah, so
Oh,
the
I
360 was good.
I was my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I
No,
was
you
gonna say,
good.
I left. I remember leaving work early that day when we had the Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I was like, bro, I'm not about to be at work today. Like that's when I was still. That's when that's low key. That's the last album when I was like a real full fledged stan. Like he could do no wrong. I had my cape out. Like that's when I was really, you know, what I'm saying, still all the way in. And then later that year is when he did like the whole speech about like I would have voted for Trump, and it just got kind of weird after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I was still fully. That was a moment. That was like my last real like pure Kanye fan moment right there.
This the only thing when I hear that drop on Father Stretch My Hands. This the only moment I think about, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
like them, because the way they was jumping like that was the first time they heard it.
Real,
It was
bro.
fire.
I ain't never heard it before.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a great song till you get to his verse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you ignore that, just the hook, like the first 35, 40 seconds is amazing.
Nah, facts. Yeah.
Yo, do y'all
Oh,
what you gonna say?
Nah, go ahead.
Do y'all notice that like younger, this is something I was thinking about, like younger and non-black Kanye fans, they hold Yeezus and everything after in like a way higher light than I feel like those of us that remember his whole career. Like I'll be noticing, like I'll go on like a like Reddit or something like that, and it'll be somebody I could tell they're young, but they'll be like Yeezus is his best album or TLOP. I'm like, bro, that's not even. I think Yeezus is a great album, but that's like fifth or sixth for me in his catalog.
Yeah.
It'd be like I missed the old Kanye, and it would be like black skin.
Yeah, like TLOP. I'm like, bro, this is. Like,
Oh my
this
god,
point,
bro!
Like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, don't even get me started on that.
But you know, I think for the younger generation, you know, that's when Kanye became like the hype beast, you know, overlord, essentially, you know, where anything hype beast like the Yeezys and, you know, the clothing and all that stuff, it was seen as like this mythical stuff, as opposed to when we grew up on him, it was his music was just like out of this world. You know, yeah, my boy had fashion and everything, but it wasn't really, all the other stuff wasn't really what we as much attracted to. It was just like, this man just makes amazing music. And for them, it became more than just music. It was like Yeezus like was a lifestyle, essentially, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I think it's like for us, that was like a switch of he on some other stuff. I don't know. You know, because I still remember, everybody hated Yeezus when it came out.
Yo, please talk about it, because people try to rewrite history now and make it seem like everybody loved Yeezus when it first came out. Bro, I remember listening to Yeezus, and the timeline was like very, very mixed. It was only like a few of us that was like, even me myself. It probably took me like 3 or 4 days to really get it to where I was like, okay, like, no, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? But like at first listening, I didn't think it was whack, but it was just like, yo, what is this? Like, it didn't sound like anything else that was out at that time. And then I have to tell the story for the millionth time about our for those of you who don't know, the night before we graduated high school, Ye was supposed to, I'm gonna call him Kanye. I'll be calling him Ye to respectful, but he was Kanye at the time. Kanye, he was premiering the what video was that? The New Slaves video. He was like projecting it on buildings in different cities across America. He was supposed to do it in Atlanta. We went downtown the night before our high school graduation, which is about like 25-30 minutes from where we lived. And Atlanta police shut it down. Still kind of upset about that to this day.
You talking about when Yeezus came out and like the night before graduation?
Yep. I didn't even have to say it. I told Rashad, I've told this story a bunch of times, but I'm gonna tell it again.
No, facts, because that, I ain't gonna lie, that moment, I think that's another reason why that was a shift for me. 'Cause I was like, bruh, this man got me outside, sitting here waiting, and ain't nothing here. It's not like they shut it down and then like he eventually popped up. Like, no, nothing
Yeah.
ever popped up, bruh. And I was just so sick. I was like, bruh, I can't believe he had me really waiting out here this whole time for this. But yeah, that was a crazy moment.
Yeah, good memory though. Yeah, this was a great day for music though. For the audio listeners, we pulling up the picture of it's a 12-year anniversary. Well, it was 12 years last year, it'll be 13 this year, of Yeezus, Born Sinner by J. Cole, and watching movies with the sound off coming off on the same day. And then I think Magna Carta Holy Grail either came out I want to say it came out the week after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember all those coming out around the same time.
Yeah, that joint, bro. The think about the only official song that Kendrick and Cole have together, "Forbidden Fruit." You know the Q-Tip sample, not Q-Tip, the Tribe sample.
Yeah,
and he goes, "I'm gonna drop the same day as Kanye," and like he added that verse, he had to.
he had to have.
Just
Yeah,
found out Kanye was dropping the same day as him, like a month before, and it was a whole thing. He did the whole Jodeci freestyle with Drake, and he said the R word, and he had to apologize for it on The View or something like that, and he performed it then, and then. Oh my goodness! And it was just the rollout for Born Sinner was so great, bro. And then it leaked. I had my tour to Valdosta State before I officially chose Valdosta State after graduation, whatever, in June. And David Williams, he was already down there. He was staying there for summer school. So I went to his dorm and stuff. We went to Walmart and everything like that. He was like, "Yeah, I got Born Sinner right now." I said, "Bro, I don't want to hear it until come out for real. I don't want to spoil it." And then I was like, "Just play one." And he played that Villa Illuminati or that. I was like, but that boy J. Cole, man. Like Born Sinner that's still my favorite album that came out that day. Shout out to Malcolm McCormick. I think that's the only song he has with Tyler the Creator. It's on that album. I believe that's on the deluxe. And Yeezus, I still do not like Yeezus as an album. He does have a couple songs on it that
I don't think I ever heard you say that before.
No. I still skip past it. Like I like it do not exist. I just had like it don't exist.
That's I don't think I ever. I don't know. I felt like I thought you. For some reason, I thought you liked the album. I don't think I ever remember. I don't think I ever heard you say that.
No. I was on J. Cole, bro. Until Gambino came out later that year.
That is my favorite Cole album, though.
I think I'm gonna have to go 2014 now. But for the longest, I still had it over 2014. But I probably had 2014 over it now. What about you, Mo?
Yeah, it's 2014 for me. 2014, then Friday Night Lights.
Oh, if we include a mixtapes, then yeah, I probably have Friday Night Lights number one. Probably.
Well, you know the thing about that, it was supposed to be an album, but they didn't think that it could sell, so he just dropped it.
The label think that they could set it. Recruit for first weeks. I don't think they to tell us. Do you agree? Been a long time coming to see between you and me. I think I let it go. I need to let it go. Think I need to
let it go.
There we go. I knew Mo was gonna leave me hanging. Come on, man.
No. I gotta remember I gotta pull up the track list for that.
And then Lauren just did the joint last.
You on mute. You on mute, bro. Yeah, I think because that was when he did what was those? Because that was on the little EPs that he did. What were they called again?
It's called like Yours Truly or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like Truly Yours, bro. And that was like the second one.
Yeah, when he dropped those, because that was in leading up to Born Sinner, right?
Yeah. But wait, that's what I was saying before I got muted. Lauryn Hill just did the tribute last night to D'Angelo at the Grammys. It was great, like I said, and she opened up, of course, when Nothing Even Matters. So full circle moment right there for sure. But yeah, man, go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, them Truly Yours, bro. That was that time, man. It's just the thing about music back then. I don't know what it is, because one, between like leaks and the music, people dropping Lucy's in between. And I feel like, people used to create, like our favorite artists used to create more freely. And I feel like now every artist, because everything is going on to streaming and everything trying to get monetized, they don't really have those just freely, like, the music just don't come out as freely as it used to. And I think about that, I think about during that time, of course, Drake used to drop the plethora of like different random Lucy's that would come out that everybody would love. That's why he made the care package, And I think about, as I said, with Truly Yours, it's like, man, it was such a, like, leading up to the albums, the songs, it just, those would be some of your favorite songs. The albums will always be good too, but those random Lucy's and stuff and like mixtapes, yeah, would always just be, they give you a different feel, Like, one of my favorite songs by J. Cole is the Be Freestyle. And that song, is never going to probably ever make streaming platforms, But I think that's, those songs like that is just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. But I said, with everything, everybody want to monetize, and if you can't get the sample cleared, it is what it is,
We need that piff back, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, it's still, they got it as a the website itself don't exist no more, but they got all the they got all the mixtapes on the Internet Archive. Like, it's on there, but it's not the same as it's not the same as when the actual website was here. And it was like, bro, you would literally just, like, we would get off school, or sometimes I might even be in school. You would just get off school and like a random like Meek Mill mixtape would be out, or Rick Ross, or and at the time, I mean, they, like, Rick Ross was already a star, but a lot of these guys, like the J. Coles, the Kendricks, they were on their way to becoming stars. So it wasn't even like they weren't A-listers yet. You know what I'm saying? So the idea, like, they were all hopping on each other's mixtapes. Like Mo was saying, the freedom, you would have rappers just rapping over whatever instrumental they wanted to. Like, they might do a mixtape with like 15 songs, and 8 songs would be original, but then 7 songs would be them just rapping over other people's beats. You know what I'm saying? You could do stuff like that back then. And now, unfortunately, when a lot of these artists, they upload their blog era stuff to streaming services, is not even close to the same. Like, they got to get samples changed, or they got to just leave certain songs off entirely. It's unfortunate what it's unfortunate what streaming has done to music, in general.
No, facts. One of my favorite Wiz Khalifa songs, Never Been.
Yeah,
man, you go listen to that on streaming platforms, it's just not the same.
It's not the same song at all.
Yeah, and man, and it sucks because now I got to sit there and go back and go to YouTube and go try and find the original version and stuff of songs. Like, it sucks, man. But I think that's why like that mixtape era was some of the best music, because it was so free, where it's just everybody just creating just to create. You're not really thinking about, you're thinking about like, all right, I want to monetize this one day, but you really thinking about like your shows, that's how you're gonna monetize it, or and then eventually get a record deal so you can, get the money to get the labels and all that different stuff. But now everybody's like, nah, I'm trying to, as soon as we drop, I want it on, whatever platform, because realistically, that's the way you're going to get heard as well. Because, people listen to SoundCloud still, but it's not the same, and yeah, man, it's crazy.
I pulled this up because these two is responsible for ruining hip hop.
Who?
Chance did the exclusive coloring book release on Apple Music. Drake did the whole Apple Music thing too. That ruined that piff. Everything became Apple Music streaming, Spotify streaming.
True.
The last mixtape that I remember, and it was right around this time too, so it makes sense. The last mixtape that I remember premiering on DatPiff being like a really big deal.
Sorry, y'all. Shams. The Clippers and James Harden are working on whether they can find a deal by Thursday's trade deadline.
Okay, I thought you finished this with the
No,
Giannis.
they're talking like working on a deal to trade.
That's
James
crazy.
Harden again.
That don't even really make sense to me because they winning games right now.
Bruh, you from LA, bruh? Like, what is you looking for? More money? You 38 with 80 injuries.
But he's not finna win a championship with the Clippers. And I saw that they're looking to trade him for Darius Garland, which I think is a win.
But like, my bad, Mama. Finish.
I was gonna say because I feel like it's a win-win because you're in a better position with the Cavs in the East to possibly at least make a finals and make a run with Donovan Mitchell and them there, and then Darius Garland. That's a young piece for them to build around in the future. So that's why I can see that trade kind of making sense.
Bro, for the sake of the NBA, the Clippers need to make the playoffs, bro, to save the NBA because OKC got that pick.
True. I mean, I think Darius Garland can still make the playoffs with Garland there.
I'm just saying, man, because they out the playoffs right now, but they've been winning so many dang games, they about to get back in the playoffs. And it's like, if they miss the playoffs and OKC get a top 7 pick, a top 5 pick, the number 1 pick, and like the most stacked draft in years, man, F basketball, to be honest, bro. F the NBA, F Adam Silver. I would keep going, but I don't want this to get yellow mark.
No, fact. But I mean, as I said, I get what you're saying, but realistically, if I'm James Harden, yeah, send me to the Cavaliers where I have a chance to make a run. And if I can stay healthy, Donovan Mitchell stay healthy, and Jared Allen can step up, and I guess Jordan Tyson, I mean, we'll see how he does. He's kind of just emerging, but I think with him and Donovan Mitchell, that could be a team that could end up being streaky and making a run, because there ain't nobody in the East that good, just to be honest. I think the Pistons, of course, they're the number 1 team, but I still think, they got to prove that they're ready for this moment. And I think James Harden is, I think it's a good piece. I think, and as I said, Darius Garland would be a good, if they can at least make the playoffs where they can keep their pick, that would help them significantly to have a young piece like Garland. Because if you don't, then Harden, man, this is about it for him.
I mean, he could still. I don't know. I ain't gonna sit up in front like I've been watching a bunch of Clippers games this year. I've been really keeping up with them from like a distance or whatever. I'm sure James Harden could still be like a serviceable player or serviceable starter for a good playoff team. It's just a matter of like, I guess, where he would go or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That kind of caught me off guard because I know like the big trade news everybody waiting for right now is to see where Giannis is going to go to. But I do want like that generation is they kind of, we only got like a few years left with that era, like that Harden, Steph, like that era of the NBA is like we only got about 3 to 5 years max with them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, facts. Why you pull up Denny?
Oh, I wanted to know, like, some people was like bringing up how he got in over Kawhi. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I don't think the differences in their stats are that egregious for people to have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I wish bro wasn't from where he was from because when he got drafted, I'm not gonna say the country. I'm not gonna say the people. I'm not gonna say that. We're not doing that. I wish he wasn't from there though, because when he got drafted, I had a feeling he was gonna be nice. Like for some reason, I just had a feeling like coming into the league, and I feel good about the fact that I was right about it. But I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know his background to this year. So now I was like, I can't
No,
even really.
I knew, bro. Like they actually helped me grow the channel at the beginning of like when I started taking YouTube seriously. I started taking YouTube seriously in the 2020 draft, pre-draft, because it was during COVID and stuff. So I'm reacting to all the prospects. The Danny, all of them getting like 100 views, 200 views, 300 views. The Danny one got like 20,000 views. And then like,
that's crazy.
So I just got mad followers from, that place. So they was like teaching me the lingo and like we was going crazy. Like I said, like I got love for them supporters and subscribers and stuff, but like when it was time to, what I'm saying, do the knowledge and buckle up my bootstraps and stand on business and morals, I had to do that. And a lot of them, they be mad at me every time I bring it up, but hey, it is what it is, like you said, I'm glad that Danny's on the court development and figuring his way out in the league and getting traded to Portland and, having the opportunity to shine. And now he's an all-star. I love that development on the court. Off the court, not only is he from where he's from, he be standing up for it and be talking about, I wish I could still be in the Army and still instead of playing basketball, but I just happen to be 6'8" and I could dunk the ball, and so I got to play in the NBA. But I wish I could be in the Army right now, fighting against these folks. So when you say that, it ain't even like, oh, he just happens to be from there. He ain't got nothing to do with it. Nah, he want to be involved with it.
I ain't know he was trying to be
yeah. He
on the front lines.
Because I think he actually in the Army.
I do remember somebody saying that he was, yeah. But it might be. Is it a situation where like out there you gotta enroll after a certain point? I could be wrong,
but he's someone like. But like what I'm saying is how you say it. He takes
You trying to be like active duty?
I want to fill up like he take pride in it. Like I love fighting for my country. I wish I could be fighting for my country right now. Like I'm gonna flash a photo and then we're gonna keep it going because like they quick to call me a monkey. Like when I bring him up,
he got the star tatted on his back.
Someone commented on my joint. They said you need banana. I said original.
That's not funny, but okay. I shouldn't have laughed at that. I don't know.
All right, but yeah, man. So that's the thing
he's on the friends of those people.
Yeah.
He got the
but yeah, so that's what's going on before we got side. But like I said, man, like we were talking about, bro, like they went with this Apple Music and everything like that, exclusives, and that was like the end of mixtapes, bro. That was the end of the mixtape era.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, the last official mixtape that I remember coming out on Dat Piff, that was like a big deal when it came out, and then a few months later, Views came out, and then like you said, by that point, it was kind of over with. Purple Rain, Future. I remember that came out. That was like January 2016. That was like I consider that to be like the blog era was kind of over by that point, but I consider that to be like the real official like. Okay, it's totally over now. Like, because by that point, like you said, SoundCloud was in full swing at that point. That whole Apple Music thing, like Apple Music came out 2015. So yeah, that next year, and then you had that weird era of Apple Music where it was like an album would come out and then the artist would have to decide, like, okay, do I want it to be exclusive to Tidal? Do I want it to be exclusive to? That was like a weird 2-year era. So yeah, the whole streaming thing. And I still, Chance, I don't know if you ever see this. I doubt it. But I had an issue with Chance just off the strength of it took bro like 3 years to put out his project, and he called it a mixtape. Like, bro, this is not a mixtape, dog. You have Justin Bieber on here. Like, this is a full-fledged album, dog. What are you talking about?
No,
but yeah, they definitely changed the game.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. It was definitely, it was a big shift when all that happened, and it happened so suddenly, but without really noticing that it happened. It was just like all of a sudden now we're just listening to everything on Apple Music and Spotify and Tidal and YouTube TV, YouTube Music, But
Spinrilla had an era too.
Facts.
I feel like that was the bridge between like Dat Piff and SoundCloud.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, Spinrilla, live mixtapes,
Yeah.
all them, bro. I'll never forget, bro. That's how a live mixtape was my go-to. And I remember that's how I found ASAP Rocky. And I like the way I found him was so random. I was just, live mixtape used to have like they used to have like a little radio in the corner. Like songs that new songs or whatever. And I remember ASAP Rocky, it was a song that played by, and I saw his name. I think it was like my second or third time seeing his name. So I was like, who is this dude? And I remember listening, clicking on it. And I think this first song I think I heard was Pesos. I was just like, oh, bro, what is this? Man, like, I'll never forget, bro. That girl with the green hair, man.
That I know exactly what you're talking about. You ain't even have to. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right. She's like the Bad and Bougie. She's like Ruby Rose and Bad and Bougie, Like, I feel like she's the equivalent to that. Whereas, like, they just amplified the video by their persona.
Yeah. I remember. So the first time I saw ASAP Mob, they used to be there was a show called MTV Rap Fix around that time. It was like kind of like low-key like the last hip hop like show that MTV did, I think. They were on, like, ASAP Mob was on there. This might have been not too long before his mixtape came out. And then a few weeks later, it was like a Sunday. I remember being up at like 6 a.m. on just like a random Sunday, and the Peso video came on MTV Jams, and I'm watching it. And it was like, bro, I couldn't move. I was just sitting there like, bro, what is this? Like the fits, like the shots, just everything about that video just had me in a trance. And then I went and downloaded the mixtape. Probably, I would say it's over. I don't know if it's my number one favorite mixtape of the blog era, but if it's not number one, it's probably number two. Like that's the main mixtape that I think about when I think about. It's probably that mixtape and Cushion Orange Juice are like my top two blog era mixtapes as far as my personal favorite.
Nah, facts. Hey, can we find girl with the green hair IG?
I got you.
She look like she's like East African of some sort.
Yeah, East African girl. You too busy messing with your other man. Did y'all know? Excuse me, my bad. What was I about to say? So we was talking about the Peso. First of all, I want to get my Peso kind of rewind and everything like that. First time I remember seeing ASAP Rocky, it's just they just used to spam the Peso video on 106 and Park, and like that's really like how I really got acquainted with it and stuff. And I just remember thinking like Jelani said, like everything about him was just so cool, bro. Like like the snapback, the French braids, like the girl, like everything. Like he had the 40, you know what I'm saying, like. Make you want to drink a 40, like just made everything look cool, bro. So shout out to Rocky.
I just did my research. So she's a DJ apparently.
That was quick.
No, it says this is the I don't like using AI, but this is the Google AI summary. The girl with the green hair in ASAP Rocky's Peso music video is Venus X, a prominent DJ producer and founder of the Ghetto Gothic Party. She appears in the 2011 video, which was filmed.
Dang.
Yeah.
The mystique is gone. I'm sorry, though.
Oh, that's it. You pulled it up?
No, that first photo.
Oh, let me see the first one. Oh, okay. Is she pretty? She definitely, she elevated that video for sure. RPSM, yeah. That's a classic video. That video, the Purple Swag video came out before that though, but I wasn't up on him at the time. But even when I saw that was another video that was kind of crazy with the white girl at the beginning.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. Shout out to London Zylo, bro. London Zylo. I used to be in love with London Zylo at the time, dog. Like that 2014, 2015, 2016 era. Oh man, she was London Zylo. For those of y'all who don't know, the listeners and stuff, she was a Tumblr, Instagram girl. I didn't even have Tumblr, but I knew who London Zylo was, and I saw her one year at A3C, and when I saw her, I didn't believe that it was her, because I was like, dang, why would she be like right here? Like she right in front of me, and like so I ain't saying nothing because I've definitely had some moments where I was like, yo, are you so and so? And it wasn't the person and it was awkward. So like I just stopped doing it for a little bit. And that was one of the times I did not do it. And then afterwards she was like, ATL, y'all lit, da 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 da. And I was like, I knew that was like I was in the comments. I was in the comments like, I knew I saw you.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't getting no response or nothing like that. But shout out to London Zylo, bro. She was definitely a mid 2010s staple of the internet and black culture.
Hey, shout out to all the beautiful women, all the beautiful black women out there for Black History Month, man. We ain't talking about no white queens this whole month, man. I said that wrong. We ain't talking about no white women, because we only talk about black queens. You feel me?
Umar said, no rice, no salsa.
We don't want no Cindy Sweeneys.
No rice, no salsa, no snow bunnies. Yeah. But shouts out to Vashti for sure. Let's give Vashti her flowers, bro. Like for everything. Like Vashti being like, she one of them it girls. When we lost homegirl from MTV last year and everything like that, and everybody was saying she was the it girl, she was the
Ananda
moment.
Lewis.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Ananda. But like I feel like Vashti in a lot of ways was like represents that a lot for our generation and time and stuff. For all the hats that she put on, and now she a mom and she's still kind of cool as a mom. I'm like, bro, like how you still cool as a mom? She just always been like one of them ones, bro. Shouts out to Vashti, bro.
They ain't gonna like that one, bro.
What, they don't like Vashti?
Nah, how you still cool as a mom?
Hey, people don't be cool as parents, bro, anymore, bro. You become a parent, you gain like a little you know what I mean? Like corniness, bro. Like as a dad, you get dad humor, all that, all that stuff.
No, facts.
This generation of parents different though.
No,
Yeah.
facts. Real quick though, speaking of it girls, y'all saw who Roxy dates?
Roxy Diaz,
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson, right? Isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that.
Blackish.
Yeah, that was just a random connection.
Yeah, no, these. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Hollywood is like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of weird couples that happen in Hollywood just because it's like they in close proximity to each other. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, yeah, that is kind of like Roxy from 106 in Park. I mean, I don't want to just call her Roxy from 106 in Park because she's done stuff since then. Like she's actually had a successful career. But yeah, that was kind of random. Like where did y'all meet at?
But I mean, she dated Eddie Murphy, so.
Oh, well, that
yeah. She like humor.
Right.
She like older funny black man.
No, facts.
I can't hate on Anthony Anderson, though, bro. I feel like he represented the fat black man well. Like he did his thing, man. He lost the weight. Like if you're a plus size black man, he's like a good role model for you.
No, facts.
Man, this man, bro. They was announcing the development of Blackish like a year or two before it came out. And I tweeted him. I said, yo, let me in the show, bro. And he liked the tweet. He ain't never reached out or nothing. That was the end of it, bro. I was like, dang, bro, for real? And Blackish became a hit. Dang, Yara Shahidi done became a household name. Marseille Martin, a household name for her generation.
Right.
Yara Shahidi, one of my crushes too.
Yara Shahidi.
Yeah.
What I said? I mispronounced her name, didn't I?
I know you said it right. I was just saying that's one of my questions.
Okay. Yeah, shout out Yara Shahidi. She was young for a little minute though.
She only like 4 years younger than me. I was just about to say, bro, she only 4 years younger than me.
Hey.
I'm 30. She like 26. Nah, she ain't. I ain't saying she was my crush when, but even then it was like, okay, how?
Nah,
we ain't putting no weird faces on the kid.
No. That's the drop I need. I need Kendrick Humming as the next drop, bro.
Mm-hmm. She about to be. She got the same birthday as my mom. So she about to be 26.
That's the latest drop I've added. But
I think I'm gonna sign up for. I think you gotta have a membership on StreamYard to have the soundboard.
No, it just come with it. Well, no, but I pay for it. I pay for StreamYard.
Yeah. I might sign up for the membership.
Oh,
yeah,
if you sign up through my link in the bio because I'll be adding it, and you get so and so % off or something like that.
Yeah, let me be clear. I didn't find Yara Shahidi attractive until she was of age, and and even it wasn't like she was like, yo, this is crazy. It wasn't like I was waiting for her to turn 18 on some weirdo shit like that, like you niggas be doing with these OnlyFans models. Like, it wasn't nothing. I just looked up one day when she was like 20 and I was like 24, and I was like, oh, she's pretty. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to clarify that right there.
Hold on, let me see something real quick.
You must see when Blackish came out? It was like 2014.
Hold on.
Yeah, I knew when it came out.
Hold on.
I don't know why I know that, but yeah.
Hey, you said so you don't know why you know that, huh?
Nah, I don't know why I know. It didn't have nothing to do with her though. Yeah, I promise you, I was 18 when that show came out. Yeah, I was not 18 looking at 14-year-old Yara. I promise you guys that. Now 20. No, excuse me. When she was 20. Now, you know what? This conversation did not go the direction I thought it was going to go. I thought it was just going to be real quick.
Hold on, let me. All right, Grownish. Let's see Grownish. Okay. All right, let's see.
She was 18.
So you said you wasn't waiting for the 18.
No, I definitely wasn't doing that. That's crazy.
But season 1 of Grownish, you weren't looking like she all right?
I don't think it was season. I think I probably noticed. Not even that serious. Like, I'll be honest, it probably was around that season, like that time. he did the Kendrick Lamar. He's a fan. No, trust me. Now I feel like I'm like in an interrogation room right now.
I just remember because I had a friend, and he older than me, and he always be like, I ain't speaking on Yara. Like, he always used to say that. So I don't know. That's how I was so up on her age for real.
You know, it probably was exactly around that time, because I remember I realized Chloe Bailey was fine because of that show. Before they went separate solo, I was like, bro, like, am I the only one that noticed? Like, she bad, bro. Like, around that same time. So it probably was like 2018, 2019. But again, 2018, I was 22. 2019, I was 23. I'm not that far off from her.
Yeah, Chloe, you safe. Oh
yeah, Chloe, I'm super safe. Yara's a little bit.
Yara's on that. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Yara was, you know what I mean? Dang, where's yeah.
You lucky I love you, because I'm not gonna throw you under the bus right now, but we're gonna talk after.
Okay.
No, it ain't no issue. Only reason because it was
okay. All right. So I got another friend who be trying it, bro, with somebody, you know what I mean? And I'll be like, because they was like, well, what is so and so? I said, oh, that is a young person. That is a, you know what I mean? That is a young adult. But you know what I'm saying? I keep an arm's length distance, you know what I mean? For sure. And that is also, you know what I mean? you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
That's the reason I was like, I ain't gonna do my dog dirty, but that's what came to mind.
Before I even thought of that, folks was already, you know what I mean, over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we talking real and cold right now, you know.
But okay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm okay. I got to do it to myself. Yes. Okay. All right. Legal, but not right in the moral space. Court of law for sure. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the transgender woman that catfished me. I don't care, but I'll talk about it now. The transgender woman that catfished me, she was 21 and I was 30.
I was about to say, not the age too. It was the age, and she wanted.
Yeah, even then it was like, I don't know, bro. Like because I told you before, I wouldn't be, just for some backstory. I'm talking about this because we almost about here not too long from now. Yeah, I was working with a girl. We started talking. I put girl in quotation marks. We started talking, got cool. You know what I'm saying? Had a phone call. I was like, oh, our voice is a little bit deep. Ignored it. Found out maybe a few weeks later that she was actually a guy. She had a penis between her legs. But yeah, even with her, with me being 30 and she being 21, I was like, oh, this is kind of like, I like you, but I don't know. I knew it could never be nothing serious because it's like, yo, it's just the age gap is just kind of wild. So yeah, from here on out, it got to be 25 or up. I can't. It's just kind of crazy, you know.
No, I feel you on that, bro.
I respect 25 or up. Go ahead, Mo.
I was gonna say, I know for me personally, it's crazy. It's weird. Like I had at one point last year, when I thought about getting back out there for a little bit, and then I was like, I ended up deleting, but like I made like a little Bumble account or whatever. And I remember when I made it, I was just like, at first I had it, cause I remember when I was in my 20s, I'll drop it down to at least 21, 22, and I didn't really care. But then it was just like, bro, I was like, bro, anything under 25, they look young. It just don't really be as attractive to me anymore. And then just like me knowing like their mindset, and I'll talk to my coworker, and I told my coworker about it, and I was like, yeah, bro, like I can't date a girl that's like under 25, 26 now. And he was like, oh, why? And I was like, bro, he's like 26. And I was like, I think for me personally, I feel like in a sense, a lot of times you'll talk to a girl that age and they're still discovering themselves. And I've talked to a girl just like you over the last 10 years, essentially, So it's like, in a sense, it feels weird because I kind of know you better than you know yourself right now. Like, I kind of understand how you're feeling about certain things because I know how women your age are feeling about certain things. Because I talked to them, I experienced that and went through that already. And so it just be kind of feeling like at times, like, you're taking advantage because it's like, bro, I know. Yeah, like as I said, you just kind of, that's like with your parents. Your parents you be feeling like they be telling you certain things, and like they'll tell you about a friend, or they tell you something about yourself, and you be like, nah, they don't know what they talking about. But it's like they do because they were once your age. Not only were they once your age, they've dealt with people who were your age for a good amount of time. Like they've seen it over and over and over and over. So that's why now, like, women who are under a certain age, you'll be feeling like, and I just feel like the girls who are younger, they're just completely different. It's like the age gap is just kind of weird these days, where they just be on different stuff. But yeah, that's just personally how I feel, because I just remember talking to women when I was like maybe like 27, and then I talked to a 22-year-old, and then it's like having a conversation with her and then seeing how she kind of reacts and what she thinks and certain things, and I'm like you remind me just of another girl that I talked to when I was 22, you know? And so I kind of get already what you kind of thinking, how you kind of feeling. And, you know, and it just feels weird, you know? So if you want it.
He was talking about the sexy red, because he had a picture.
No, facts. But yeah, but that's personally how I feel about, like, you know, like I can't date under like about 26 now because it's just like, yeah, it just feels weird. I like just looking at them; they just look young now, and I'll be like, that just don't be attractive to me, you know?
Yeah, for me, it's like the same thing. Like I said, definitely going forward, going to be 25 and under. But I'm not gonna lie, my coworker, if they did not have the aforementioned penis, probably would have been going. I probably would have been going. I'm not gonna lie to you at that time. But yeah, it'll be 25 and older at this point. 'Cause it's just like ain't even. It's like it helps with the conversational thing. Because I had other coworkers, like I had another coworker. She was kind of like my little sis at the job or whatever, and she was 19 and I was 30, and I would just be having conversation with her about like the stuff that she grew up watching, like the TV shows. And it just made like it was like, yo, you really grew up in a completely like I was naming certain TV shows from my childhood. She did not know those shows at all. And it's the same with her. Like she was naming certain shows that she grew up watching when she was, because if she's 19, she was born in 2006. You know what I'm saying? So like her childhood is like 2011 on up as far as what she could remember. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it could be it definitely could be like a weird situation talking to somebody that's much younger than you if you're romantically involved with them.
No, facts. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Yo, do y'all feel so? You know, I told y'all like I recently got back out there in the game where, you know, I'm talking to one shorty or whatever, and I've realized, like, I feel like I've known this, but it just really stood out this time around, bruh. These girls, their standards are dummy low key, and if you just do the basic stuff, these girls be just like, oh my gosh, like I told you that I didn't, you know, that I ate steak last night, and you asked me, am I eating leftover steak today? You remembered. It's like, yeah, like, you know, it'd be
Right.
like the simple stuff, and it'd be seeming like, man, y'all be dealing with such ain't-ish dudes. It just set the standard, you feel so low sometimes, and it makes you seem like, I feel like sometimes when you talk in that talking stage, and I know for me personally, I feel like a lot of times I end up like talking with these girls and they see such a future within it so early, because it's like, oh, you just like, you know, like, I don't know, like my mom raised me right, you know, so I'm gonna treat you with respect at all times and all that different stuff. But and it just be like, bruh, like, I don't know. It's like, that's just how I feel. Like, do y'all agree? Is it, or do y'all not feel like y'all have that same experience?
I feel like was you gonna say something, Rashad? Oh no, I feel like it's low key. It's like there's no in between. It's like either their standards is extremely low or extremely high. It's not like either you got to do the bare minimum, just like hold the door open and be respectful and get them something to eat or something like that, or they want a Birkin on the first date. Like it ain't really no in between out here. So yeah, no, it's a weird era. Like as far as the dating, because it's almost like everybody's influencing everybody. Like if you look at social media, it's like a lot of even like some of the older women, like they be the same way, where it's like they want the bags on the first date and all that too, or like you were saying, like the low standards, like it's just they don't have no standards at all. Like you just gotta have a pulse and remember their first name, and they giving it out. So yes, it's a weird time. Like you definitely picked a I mean, I've been out here the whole time, so I already know. But like, you definitely picked an interesting time to come back outside for sure.
Man, I'm going back in. I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm low key. I ain't even gonna say I'm outside right now. I'm low key, just like I'm cool, bro. Like if I have something come my way in the near future, cool. If not, I'm not tripping at all.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that, bro. That because I think I've been out the game for a good minute, and I'm like I haven't been talking to nobody, and then so it was cool. Like in the beginning, like the first week or so, like okay, I'm rocking with this, blah blah. But then it just started. I've realized, man, like because I thought I was like okay, I want to kind of get back out there a little bit, but then it just I don't know, like I guess I'm not. I realized that mentally I'm just not really looking for a relationship right now. Like it was like, all right, I'm just looking for a little just to kind of kick it with type stuff, But then it's like, but then when it started really like I can feel too much emotion start, coming into it where I feel like she's like, oh man, like I'm starting, I don't know, sending all these crazy long good morning texts and stuff like that. Like that just turns me off, bro. And I just be and I like I don't know, and I think because it's just like that's not what I don't really want that right now, Like I know like I want to move to New York in the next like year or so, So if you don't have ambitions to travel and move, this probably ain't gonna work, And I think that's what like I'm talking to somebody who their ambition is to, they're trying to really lock in and, they just bought a house and all the different stuff. They're not going to move to New York, So, and I don't want to block myself from what I want in life right now, So that's what's really starting to make me feel like, I'm good, But
I mean, you make great points, bro. I don't know. I feel like I'm always in a weird spot with that stuff because, like, I do move a lot. So, I don't know, bro. Lane should said wait until New York, bro.
no, facts.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, facts. So you're not trying to talk someone else into moving to New York,
Right. And then shoot, honestly, I'm like, I don't know if I want to bring somebody to New York.
Yeah. That too, because if you bring someone to New York, you low key stuck with them.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
where would you hypothetically, like, where would you want to live in New York?
I would, if I had my perfect choice, the Williamsburg area in Brooklyn.
Okay. Listen, we're gonna speak into existence that because I know it'd be crazy expensive out there, but whatever needs to happen is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
My boy's gonna get his spot out in Williamsburg by 2027.
I want to shout out, like one of my former friends out there in New York right now, thriving, doing their thing, creatively, with their current partnership and everything. It's nothing but love and positivity this way. So if you happen to come across this, if you be lurking on my page and lurking at my content, just know it's nothing but love and respect this way.
Hey, shout out to them.
Yeah, I might ask you some more questions when this goes off, but yeah. Nah, I miss New York. I haven't been to New York in like 4 years. I miss for that brief time I was living there. I haven't been there since, but yeah, I definitely miss New York though.
Yeah, I think I've been wanting to move out of Atlanta for a minute, but I definitely, and that's why I think, New York. The only thing is, bro, I can't, man, the cold weather, bro. That's like, that's gonna blow me.
So I'm definitely a Southern kid, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can visit New York. I could visit LA. Like I thought about LA a couple times, but nah, bro, it's just too far.
If I did move out of the Metro Atlanta area, yeah, it would be. I low key would want to go somewhere Pacific Northwest, just because it's like if I'm gonna move, I want to go. Like I want to just be like just somewhere that's not even remotely my lane, like somewhere that's not even like Portland or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I heard they got a bunch of, I heard Portland low key kind of wild out there, just because they don't like technically no drug out there is illegal. So they just got a bunch of people out there wilding. But like somewhere like that though, like Washington, or I go somewhere random like Oregon or something like that, and just, you know what I'm saying, get a cabin in the woods if I was gonna move out. But I don't know if I still feel like I got certain stuff I want to accomplish here before I leave. But at the same time, it's like, all right, I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? Like how, you know, like how much longer am I gonna stay if I do, you know? But yeah, I think I got at least a few years here before, if I was to move.
Nah, I feel you on that, bro. Yeah, I definitely. I think ultimately, like the goal is to, and you never know how life is going, you know, turn out. But the goal is, you know, I want to travel a little bit, but then I want to come back to Atlanta when it's time to like raise a family. That's the thing I've always kind of thought about, because I'm like, you know, I love Atlanta. You know, this is, I would want my children to be Atlanta kids. You know, I want them to appreciate what this city has to offer. So that's always been kind of my thought process behind it. But you know, you never know. Like I get to like New York or something, and I'm like, oh, it's lit out here. I ain't never coming back. I end up like Josh.
That's what happened to my parents. I don't think are any of our parents actually from the Metro Atlanta area, or did they all?
No.
Mine was transplants too. So we all had the same story.
Like I remember I was with one of the homies and stuff like that. I guess I could say his name. Shout out Kano, shout out DJ. Was talking to DJ and them one time, and then I showed him like this old Lemon Street photo, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool, Lemon Street." They was like, "Yeah, you know, like my grandma went there," and then there's like my grandma too, and there's like, "Oh, I think we all can agree our grandparents went to Lemon Street," and I was like, "Bro, like my people is not from Marietta, bro. They're not from Georgia." It's crazy that all y'all people is from Georgia. Y'all like multi-generational, but nah, we all transplants.
Yeah, pretty much everybody we went to school with, either if they was from Marietta, they was like all related for the most part. Like if they was born and raised here, it pretty much was, everybody else was from all over the country, all over the world. Like we had a crazy array of people from all over the planet that went to our school.
Right,
I am a Kennestone baby. I do need to say that though. I'm a Kennestone baby.
Shout out to Northside Hospital.
Yeah, nah, I'm a Kennestone baby too. It's funny when I used to do Uber, bro. You always meet different people, and then people be like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Atlanta." They be like, "Oh, you actually from Atlanta?" I feel like I never actually meet anybody who's actually from here, and you know, but it's crazy because being from Atlanta, I feel like I know so many people from Atlanta, you know, but it's always it's always interesting. Like, you know, I feel it is very much a transplant city, but yeah, because, you know, it's the greatest city in the world, man.
Yeah, I remember I told a barber he's from New York, and I'm like, he asked me where I'm from. I was from Marietta, and he was like, "Well, thank you for welcoming me to your home." I was like, "All right, bro, I'll take it." It was crazy because the people in the city don't even claim us, but I'll you know, hey, I'll take it, man.
Right,
man. I could go on for that. Like,
yeah, that's a whole nother episode. That's a whole other episode right there. Listen, I'm gonna just say this real quick. Yeah. Atlanta folks, stop being strict about having to grow up in the city limits, but then y'all still claim rappers that grew up on the outskirts. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all be telling people that if they didn't go to APS or if they didn't grow up directly in Atlanta city limits, they're not Atlanta. But y'all be claiming folks from Clayco. Y'all be claiming folks from Decatur. Y'all be claiming folks from East Point, College Park. Like, if we being real strict about the city limits, it can't just be like, oh, well, this city is right outside of Atlanta. Like, no, be strict about who y'all claiming from Atlanta. But like you said, that's a whole nother episode.
Don't claim this as a win for Atlanta, folks. Oh, hold on. Let me where are we at with it?
Yeah, don't claim.
Don't claim this as a win for Atlanta. Claim this as a win for Marietta. Him talking
Michael May is from Cobb County. Don't claim. Yeah, don't claim Waka Flocka. He's from Clayco. Don't claim
that man even shouted out Marietta in the Versus.
He did shut up for
indirectly. He said I'm from, and then he said y'all already know what part of the city I'm from, and then he said I had to drive all the way down to Old Nat to get this rapper on this song, and it was 2 Chainz. I'm different.
That's a long ass drive.
Yeah,
it's like a good 40-45 minute drive.
But he just said y'all already know what part I'm from, and I was like, dang, you could have just said it.
It don't sound the same being like, yo, I'm from Cobb County. Like it don't.
Y'all know I came from. You could at least said Northside, made it sound cool.
That's what the Migos did for Gwinnett.
Yeah, that way.
Because nobody was calling Gwinnett the North ever. they started that,
bro. I'd be like, boy, you gotta stop trying. Stop trying me. I'm not from no Gwinnett, bro. Stop that.
Never.
But okay, all right, man. Let's wrap it up.
Yo,
last
thing I want to say. I think just kind of to cap off what we was talking about earlier. I think another reason why I want to be single, bro. The girl I was talking to said that Logic was better than Mac Miller. I said I'm done.
Oh no.
No. Okay. If you're listening to this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I had to broadcast this on a pod. If you listen to this, I had someone recently who is, you know what I'm saying, our age group, even, you know what I'm saying, older. I'm playing The Love Below, and I said, I just been on Outkast ever since I went back home last month. And I was like, okay. And then they was like, I never heard this song. And I think it was like She Lives in My Lap. So I was like, okay, well, you definitely heard this next song. And you know, the next song is Hey Ya. And she's like, nope. I was like, you never heard this song? She's like, no, let me listen. No, I never heard this song. And I was like, you've never heard Hey Ya? And they were like, no. And I was just like, I don't even. And then Roses was next. I was like, have you ever heard this? And then she was like, no.
What race is this person? Or what race is she?
Bro, I said the same thing. I said the exact same thing.
Come on now.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all you need to.
So I was just like, I was. Yeah.
Wait, was this
so like what Mo says, bro? Like that music stuff, can it be a deal breaker? 100%. And it might seem petty. I do not care.
Wait, was this a coworker or a friend?
No, this was a friend.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So that's why you. Okay. So this was a black woman. Okay. That's crazy because if you played like, even if you played So Fresh and So Clean, like that's a major hit. But I could see somehow, some way, like maybe somehow that slipped through the cracks or whatever. Hey y'all, if you was alive in 2003 and you were like.
He said if he was alive.
No, literally, if he was alive in 2003 and you old enough like to at least have been in like elementary school at that time, that song was inescapable. Like that wasn't even that song is low key, as great as Speaker Box The Love Below was. That song is probably the main reason why they won that Grammy for Album of the Year.
No, I can't be mad at that tape. Cannot be mad at that tape. And then, but then she goes. This is what she goes. She says, I know Miss Jackson.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, how you know Miss Jackson? But they both was the same level of song.
Yeah, Miss Jackson is below Hey Ya.
Yeah. If we're talking about popularity, I mean, Hey,
like Miss Jackson is probably like a black classic, but it's not necessarily like a mainstream.
No, it was mainstream. It went. I think it went number 1 on Billboard. But it's like Hey Ya was, bro. Hey Ya's
like Rolling Stones, like top like 3 songs all time.
Yeah, it's different.
Hey Ya's up there with Usher. Like those two are like
right.
They went beyond Atlanta. They went to the world, bro.
Oh, global, international. Yeah. Hey y'all, that's almost like trying to think of like a song from the 90s that would be like that, just like everybody knows, even if you
Hypnotize.
Biggie Hypnotize, perfect example. Like I wasn't alive in 1997, but like I was alive, but I was in diapers or whatever. But like, yeah, everybody knows that song. Like it don't even.
if you play that with older white coworkers, would they really know Hypnotize though?
They'll know of the song. I feel.
Like I mean, would they go boom 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 boom?
I feel like they would at least know the hook, like the Biggie 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 can't you? I feel like they would at least know that part.
I don't know.
Maybe not word for word, but they would know. Bro, Hypnotize was.
See the thing is, I work with folks. You know what I mean? Like I work with these folks. Like, and the stuff they don't know, I'd be like, ain't no way. Like it's stuff that's like mind blowing to me that they don't know it.
See, it's tricky with old white people because like it's like old white people, they might not. It's like either they know it or they don't know it. Like you'll meet an old white dude that casually listens to like Young Dolph or something like that down here.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but then you'll meet another old white dude that don't listen to no rap music at all. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd be kind of all over the place.
It's a fact.
No facts.
Well, but yeah, Mo. If you wanted to continue on with your Logic story.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. Shorty said that Logic was better than Mac Miller, and I was like, what? And she was just like, yeah, bruh, this is her exact words. She was like, I feel like, Logic is, as far as that type of music, because she just pretty much grouped them as if white rappers. And she was like, as far as that type of music, I feel like Logic is like the high school of it, and Mac Miller is like the middle school. And I said, what? Like, what are you talking about? I was like, and then she was like, well, what about Jack Harlow? Is Jack Harlow, you don't think Jack Harlow better than Mac Miller? I was like, no. Like, not at all. Like, what? Like, Mac is the best that did it for, like, I'll give you, if you want to say Eminem, I'll give you.
I got a number 2.
Yeah, but it's like, they right there. It's, 6'7". But yeah, when she said that, and I was just like, bro, like, I was like, what don't, and she was like, well, I just think he, like, lyrically, Logic a little bit. I was like, Mac had way better bars than Logic. What are you talking about? Like, I'm like, Logic can rap, but Mac had bars. Like, he was very introspective, and like, maybe it just went over your head, or maybe you just stopped at Best Day Ever.
I was just about to say, yeah.
Cause then I was like, did you listen to Divine Feminine? I'm like, that right there is better than any Logic project has ever done, but she's like, yeah, I mean, I heard a couple songs, but then it'd be one of them things I don't think you really heard that shit. Like,
yeah, when you said that, I'm thinking she's probably thinking about like 2010, 2011 Mac Miller when he was still a kid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
facts. The K2 must be exactly.
Facts. Yeah, I was like, bro, you said what? We were talking about the Super Bowl, and she was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of that Bad Bunny performing. How do you feel about it? I was like, I mean, I like Bad Bunny. She was like, I don't know, I just think, and I was like, well, he is like the biggest artist in the world right now. And she was like, I mean, he is getting a lot of promo for being on the Super Bowl, so I guess he's getting hyped up. I'm like, yo, he was the biggest artist in the world before the Super Bowl. It wasn't the Super Bowl that got him this, I was like, buddy, really, like, he really liked that. He just won Grammy of the Year. And I was just, it's like stuff like that. I'm just kind of like, this is just, these takes to me sound a little ignorant, like, and it's no offense, because it sounds like you don't like it, like you don't want him performing the Super Bowl because you don't know what he's finna be talking about. And I'm like, you go look him up, like, listen, like, figure out his lyrics, if you listen to his music. Kyle, like, do you listen to Bad Bunny? I mean, if it's in passing, and I'm thinking, like, where are you at in passing where you Bad Bunny's coming on? Come on. I'm like, if you're not in those type of areas where you around stuff like that, you're not gonna hear no Bad Bunny. You have to, for people like us, you have to actively go try to listen to Bad Bunny, like, realistically. They ain't finna play Bad Bunny on V103. No. Like, I don't care how
they
big.
Do though.
Huh?
On V103 they played Bad Bunny.
This song.
What song? Oh,
I like it like that.
they play Cardi B on V1.
I don't even know if I knew he was on that song. I swear to God.
You said what?
I swear to God, I don't think I knew he was on that song. Not even being funny.
Yeah, these are like two of the like the only Bad Bunny songs I know. Like I know I don't know if this song is Bad Bunny, but I know the song because they play it all the time. Is it the is that Bad Bunny?
I don't know.
I'm not even sure.
Okay, all right. All right. Let me rewind it. I know the Drake song. I know I Like It Like That from Cardi B. And I know another one that's like I don't know if that's Bad Bunny, but if that is, then I know 3 Bad Bunny songs for sure.
He put out a song a couple years ago. I don't know the name of it, but that song was fire. I forget what the name of it was. He shot it in New York, but I don't know what the name of the song is. But that song was fire. That might be the name. I think that is the name of it. Yeah.
That song is hard. That song is
fire. Yeah. That was fire.
The album that he just won best album for, like the title song is, the album called Debbie Tirar Mas Fotos. I'm probably saying it kind of wrong, but yeah, it's like I should have taken more photos. And like the title song is about like I should have taken more photos when I had you, should have gave you more hugs and kisses, stuff like that. And I was like, it's like stuff like that. I'm like, bro, he said like he be spitting. Yo, okay, last thing that Shorty said that I just thought was this like, because she was just saying some crazy like takes I'll just be like, what? She said, I think it's more impressive. Facts. She was like, I think it's more impressive that he's able to rhyme it in Spanish, to rhyme words in Spanish, and then make it make sense in English. I said, I think he was rhyming it in Spanish to make sense in Spanish. And then when it got translated, it just made sense in English because it made sense in Spanish.
Right.
And she was just like, I mean, I just think it's more talent to be able to rhyme words in other languages. Because, when they be talking, it don't really seem like it makes sense. And I was like, what? Like, what? Like,
got to go. Shawty, you got to go.
I mean, the English translation the English translation don't always be like word for word as far as making sense, but like, I mean, yeah, like that's just because the way that the languages are set up, like everything ain't gonna always, correlate or whatever. But yeah, no, he's definitely. I think his American fans definitely come second to like his fans over like that he cares about the most. I don't think because he didn't even tour over here. I know it was because of ice or whatever, but he didn't even tour over here when he did his last album or whatever.
Right.
Which is crazy that you could be the biggest star on earth and be able to do that.
Facts. Yeah. But that was crazy when she said, for him to be able to rhyme in Spanish to make it make sense in English. I said, what?
Yeah, no, he ain't thinking about us.
Yeah.
Hey, from success, bro.
Hey, shout out San Benito. I'm ready for the Super Bowl, bro. I've been working on my Duolingo.
What was the other one? It was the one back in the day. Damn, what was that? They used to teach you, bro. I'm mad.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone. There you go. Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny a gangster? I wouldn't put it past. Listen, them dudes that be dressing like that, them be the ones that'll kill you. The ones
on the live view.
Oh man, we made it to the. You might have to edit that out, bro.
Like 2 hours now. YouTube, y'all can't do this to me, bro. Not after 2 hours.
We at the end, yo. Come on.
I know I said white a couple times. I know I said white people a couple times, but we cannot do that tonight, bro.
I'm gonna definitely be in front of my TV. Then my little little bachata and whatnot.
Bachata.
The Victor Cruz.
You know Mo done dated some Hispanics. He talking about Mama Chata. Oh, here, Mama Chata. No, he done had him a Latino too.
Facts.
Shouts out to Bad Bunny, man. Shouts out to Super Bowl week. Yeah, man, I'm excited. Is that it, boys? We done?
Oh, Rashad, you coming in town this week, ain't you?
No, I'm not.
Dang, why not?
Dang. You asked, and I was supposed to be coming to town, and I was like, oh yeah, the event. It was a Super Bowl event in the A back home, but it was just too much. It like the logistics was too much, bro. I would have had to request a day off, but still come back on Monday in time to be back at night for the game on Monday night. So it was just like that's a lot of like requesting, had to get this off, still gotta drive like I'm working that day, and even though I had the day off, I'm working that night. You know, like it was a lot of stuff like that I was just like, I don't know.
Nah, facts.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what it's looking like next week. If I don't know if I wanted to make it down to New Orleans, but I don't know if it's gonna be.
You ain't talked to Mo because Mo can't come down for Mardi Gras.
Oh,
But Mo, he got to come back, like, or he's thinking about coming back in the next couple months, like after.
Okay.
So it's like, if y'all, you know what I'm saying, want to come, like, I think it'll probably be better when y'all come both at the same time or whatever. So
yeah, for sure.
Type.
Yeah, here's what's thinking about coming down for I'll coming down for Keith Lee Festival in May. They haven't released the actual dates and everything yet, but
it's like a food festival.
I'm assuming so.
Okay.
Food and music, and he's gonna be doing a family obstacle course challenge thing. So like families can go against his family in the obstacle course, and they time it and see who's gonna win and stuff.
Are y'all trying to go?
Yeah. I'm trying to go for sure. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you trying to be an obstacle course?
I mean, if y'all come down and they count us as a family, yeah, I'll do it.
I bet it's up.
Would I do it with my actual family? Probably not.
Why?
We trying to win.
Right.
Y'all gonna be holding us back, everything. You know what I mean? Like, salute to the family, but like, hey, we trying to win.
Nah, I feel that.
That's valid. We can pull it off.
But all right, let's get up out of here, y'all.
All right.
Wait, what?
It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. All right. Where can people find y'all, man, on social media?
Underscore Twitter. I say underscore Twitter underscore Jelani, 2 underscores at the end. Make sure y'all follow the pod, or not follow the pod. Subscribe to the pod. 1 a.m. podcast 992. That's 1 with a 1 a.m. podcast 992. YouTube back. Now I want to see what his comment was. Yeah, last 992. Yeah.
All right. You know, you can find me on TikTok at Rubberband Mo. You can find me on Instagram at RBMO ___. And you can find me on X at Monos _ Shout out that boy Elon.
No. No. Not at this time. No.
Oh man, especially not this week.
Yeah, not after them files came out.
Oh,
We didn't even talk about. Yeah, that's
we
crazy.
didn't even talk about the vibe. We ain't talk about Pusha, nothing. And Charlemagne, he gave them the what you calls, bro. He gave them the donkey of the day for talking about it. He was like, this ain't even. I said, oh yeah, Charlemagne protecting his friends, bro. That W friend.
You know, Jay-Z, my favorite rapper. I got my Rock Nation cape on.
Oh, okay, there it is, man. Shout out Marco Puff, man. Shout out Marco Puff, flag. You know, we'll see what popping next week. If more details come out next week or whatever the heck happen next week, but man, we'll just get to that when we cross that bridge. Until next time, man. Appreciate y'all. 1 a.m. Congratulations. Thank y'all for getting us to 10 subscribers on the tube, man. Keep watching on the tube, all that good stuff.
We appreciate all 10 of y'all.
Yeah, man. No. It ain't just 10 because we had 22 views a couple episodes ago on that mug.
I'm talking to subscribers, but yeah, anybody watching this, we thank you for real.
Shout out to all the viewers, but especially shout out as Jelani said, to the 10 subscribers, man. Our first 10. All right, we out of here, man. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Throw your motherfucking hands.
Get 'em high.